Happy Good Friday, Misfit Nation. Welcome to another Misfit Minute. Technically, I think it's Holy Saturday now that, it's all right. We'll keep on doing it. So, all the votes are in. Our little challenge happened, and here's how it goes. Our friend on the East Coast did the challenge and then didn't write a reflection. And then we asked him about it, and he still didn't give us a reflection. So, we move on from him. So, the person in the Central Time Zone, they did theirs, and they said that they didn't have any real overwhelming spiritual awakening or enlightenment from it. But what they did take away was they were able to appreciate how they were in solidarity with Christ in that moment, that they, even if it was just in some little way, it's a little above and beyond or different than, normally we'd celebrate Good Friday. So the meat and potatoes, the good stuff, came from our friends in the mountain zone and the Pacific. So mountain zone first. It was said, so they did this actually at a walking Stations of the Cross. It wasn't like a live action one, but it's just they were walking with them and they were talking about how they really were able to appreciate how much more Christ suffered. Like that little thing was so disgusting, but then they were able to imagine like how bad Christ must have suffered with it. Thirsty, exhausted, carrying his cross through the desert, Jerusalem, kind of the arid area. And just being exhausted, tired, and thirsty, and having that happen to them. They were really able to appreciate, really, that even in the little things, I guess they could say that, Christ suffered greatly. I added that last part, but I think they would agree. So, Pacific Coast. So here's what happened. I'm not going to call you out and say what your name is, but they completely spaced, and they didn't do it. So we called them at 5, 6 o'clock their time. And they did it, and their reflection actually was pretty good, so it made up for their dropping the ball. But what happened was, what they had said was they were really able to appreciate or better understand how sadistic these people were to Christ. How sadistic and evil I don't say evil, but how sadistic they were, that they freaking beat the guy. They humiliate him with freaking the crown of thorns and hail Jesus, King of the Jews. And they freaking destroyed his back and mocked him, put old purple cloaks on his back and put a crown of thorns on his head. And they made him carry a cross through Jerusalem, exhausted. He fell 3 times and he's hanging on the cross, dying of his asphyxiation, hanging on the cross, dying. And they're still sadistic enough to make him drink, when he's thirsty, they make him drink wine. Insane. And I think there's no other term for it. Sadistic is really what it is. Sadism. I wonder if that has any correlation to Satan. Anyway, doesn't matter. I think it's a longer one, but thank you for watching. Thanks.